We think goats are crazy, awesome, horrible, great,
cute,
bad, terrible,
stinky,
perfect.
Sometimes. So it's been a long day, and we were going through our YouTube comments and answering people's questions. We got a request from someone to do a video of pros and cons about our goats. So I'm going to start with the pros, and the first pro on our list is that they're awesome pets because they're cute, they have awesome personalities, they're super fun to just watch. They run around and they jump on everything, but in a super cute and funny way. We have goats that like to cuddle. We have goats that aren't so affectionate, but they're still super nice and friendly. Our friends and family love to come and visit them. We love to let them roam around in the yard. They get along with our dogs. They get along with all the other farm animals. So in my opinion, they're not as awesome as cats, but they're still great pets.
So I think one of the bigger cons is yes, they're cute and they're pets, but they try to get out. They will tear your fence apart. When we first got goats, our first goat, Barney, was a larger billy goat, and if he was mad, he would just ram the fence, ram the barn. He tore up the section of fence that we had, but they will stay in the fence as long as you keep them happy. A lot of food, a lot of grass, and enough room to roam. Barney was just a hole, and sometimes you just get that. It's like people. Sometimes they're just rude, sometimes they're nice. So I would say one of the bigger cons is they could definitely tear up your fence and try to get out.
I also think that goats are fun to watch. It's really awesome to make our coffee or make breakfast in the morning and look outside and they're just grazing the yard, running around and playing with each other. And sometimes when the weather's good, I like to run outside and it's a great distraction to see them. It just gets my mind off of it, and it's super calming and soothing to just enjoy them as our pets.
Meh, meh. Every day you walk outside, all you hear is meh, meh. You feed them all the time and they still scream. Every time they see you, they scream and scream and scream, which I don't care. I think it's funny, but who knows how our neighbors feel about it. They've been super nice and haven't said anything to us yet, but they are very loud creatures and they will scream. So just know that if you get goats, you probably wouldn't want to do it in the city because every neighbor on the street is going to know you have a goat.
Another great pro is that they are literally lawn mowers. We don't have to mow our yard where they're at. They eat all the grass down and it's great. They weed eat along the fence line for us. Less work for us to do.
And all you hear is meh, 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 just like before, because all they want to do is eat. They want to eat, they want to eat, they want to eat. They will eat your wallet dry. You can give them hay, you can give them feed, you can give them all your vegetable scraps, you can give them anything, and they just want to eat all the time. It's a huge pro that they will eat your scraps, but man, they will annoy you with how much they want to eat.
So they get along with all of our other animals, great, except for the mini horse who just doesn't get along with anybody at this point. Sometimes when we look outside or we just go walk outside, they're out there with the chickens, they're out there with the ducks. They're super good with the puppies that we have right now, and they're super gentle. They cuddle with us and they cuddle with each other. Jason had one of them earlier today and just cuddling him, holding him, and he just snuggled up to his neck and it was super cute. You can check out our Instagram for a cute picture of that.
Another big con of having goats is money. They cost a lot. Anything from your food bill to medical to buying fencing and having land for them. They just cost a lot of money. So do your research on which type of breed you would like, because some boar goats and stuff like that could be, $400 or $500, or you can get a little pygmy goat, miniature, the dwarf ones for $50. So it really depends on what breed you're going for, how much, medical attention they're gonna need, how much fencing they're gonna need, shelter. If you're just starting in all of that, it's a lot of money. So just be prepared to pay a pretty penny for these guys.
So another pro, they're super low maintenance. We provide them shelter and they pretty much take care of themselves. We feed them, twice a day, just the normal feed, and then other than that, they eat the grass and they hang out with each other and they pretty much do whatever they want. They go to bed in the barn whenever they want to go to bed, and they come out of the barn just whenever they feel like it. They're super, super low maintenance.
They will eat your trees, they will eat your bushes, they will eat everything. We planted new trees, new bushes all around the property, and they got out of the fence, and Jared was mad. They will eat as high as they can go up in a tree. They will eat all your bushes down to the root and rip it out. So just be prepared that they will eat everything on your property. But just know it is a pro if you're trying to clear some land. So it depends on how you're looking at it, I guess.
So goats, or at least the goats that we have, are super small, and so they don't take up much room. They go in the barn and they have their own section. It's a small section and it's big enough for them because of their size. They like to cuddle with each other. Jason and Jared cut some 55-gallon barrels that we had just lying around and made little houses for them, and two of them can fit in there perfectly fine, and they cuddle with each other in there. It's just way less space than like having something the size of our mini horse.
So if you know anything about goats, the male goats can get pretty aggressive. Like I said earlier, when they were trying to destroy the fence, they will ram the fence, they will ram your barn, they will ram the other goats, they will ram your horse, they will ram your dogs, they will ram you. They are mean. And I've seen baby goats just days old, barely walking around, and then even the mama goat will come up and just flip them over. And we freaked out the first time that happened. We found out very quick that goats are very, very resilient to a beating. And so just know that if you have little kids, they might run them over. If you have little pets, they might try to, ram them. We've had them butt heads with their dogs whenever they come up next to them, which is good because it teaches the dogs not to mess with them. But they can be pretty dangerous if it's a bigger goat. And some of these goats have huge horns. Some of them are kind of sharp. I've even had the little goats when you're holding them and the horns kind of hit me almost in the eye and stuff. So you have to be careful, use some common sense, but just know that they can get aggressive.
Another great thing about goats is that they can kid up to twice a year. Usually they can have 1 to 3 babies. Ours usually has twins. Grandma, which is our bigger goat, she usually has twins and she's pregnant now, so hopefully we have twins, and hopefully we have triplets, so we'll see about that. The smaller goats that we just got, they both might be pregnant, so we're really curious to see how many kids that they have. Speaking of babies, if you're looking to breed, you can sell them and make a pretty decent amount of money. Of course, it's not often, but it's still money in your pocket that you didn't have for literally doing nothing.
They stink. A lot of you think, oh, these billy goats are really cool. They got these big beards. I just want to pet them. Oh, they're so yellow and golden-like. Yeah, it's because they pee on themselves. That's how they attract the females, is they will literally put their head down and pee all over their face, and it stinks. They'll pee over everything. So just know that and keep that in mind, that some of these goats can get pretty gross.
And our last pro is milking. We don't milk our goats. Jason is super curious and he wants to try and milk our bigger goat. We don't plan on ever milking the smaller ones. We just don't think that they would produce a decent amount for anything that we're trying to do. But who knows, maybe we'll milk Grandma, and if we can get a decent amount, we'll try and make some cheese or some butter. We'll see.
So what do we think of goats? 4 thumbs up. The pros outweigh the cons big time.
If you have any other questions for us, leave a comment down below and we will definitely get back to you.
Make sure to check us out on Facebook and Instagram. We'll leave some links down in the description. So, what do you guys want to see next?